Brian's doing his funny voice. Is that your funny voice, Brian?
Look who
look who returns, the Conspiracy Social Club.
Look who it is.
Look.
Just wanted to come in here and get on Dylan's side, speak some
Oh,
sense.
yeah. He needs it.
Oh, no.
He needs it.
What do you guys, what's Sam?
He's talking about the Rebbe right now.
Do you know the Rebbe, the Chabon?
Of course,
yeah.
I know the Rebbe.
Right.
Well, we call our Jewish teachers Rebbe.
He-
It's what a
we?
guy named Jesus Christ
Why
was
you said
called.
we? You're not.
I love Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well, you think.
By
you
the
do.
way, Jesus Christ probably caused that accident on the 101.
I want to get your take on the missiles that were shot.
Yeah, that's what we're discuing right now.
I will say this. I think.
By the way, if this was a sitcom, when he walked in, there'd be all the fake.
I miss it. Who's the tall Scandinavian?
Yeah, dude, this is Ryan. He has hope.
That's Mountain Dew Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan, Mountain Dew Ryan.
Mountain Dew Ryan. You mounting a defense here, or are you taking all kinds of shit from
today?
Non-stop.
yarn spinner?
Today I
Non-stop.
was going to talk about how Netanyahu is a delusional zealot of the Chabon, and I'm very, very worried.
Then I got a conspiracy for you, Brian. I would love to ask you about.
Because Netanyahu is obviously made a deal with the devil, where he aligned himself with the very religious block of the party.
So we were talking about red heifers. How many red heifers have you banged in your life? How many red heifers have you slayed, Brian Callen?
When I see a heifer, I know that's the devil. That's Satan doing his best to get me to worship a.
No one's ever
Sorry, that's the Aramaic, but I think Satan is trying to get me to essentially worship a golden calf. And the one thing I've taken from my deep reading, and I mean
I like
deep
that
reading,
take, though, by the way,
Yes.
Brian. Go on, Brian.
after my deep reading and my deep reflection of the Old Testament, of the Torah, I now realize that the main lesson there is to not worship false gods.
Bang!
To not
Brian
worship
Callen.
false prophets. Yes.
Brian Callen's been, you know where Brian's been? Just outside, just increasing his turbo, and it's taken months.
Oh, no, that's very interesting. Guys, if you're wondering, I have been rolling again. I have been wrestling a little bit.
Oh, you did so? You're doing jujitsu?
Well, also wrestling.
Okay, so wrestling.
Too. My son's in a wrestling club, and I jump in periodically. The point is this. I also reflect deeply on details, on knee to elbow, on things I do to get out of, well, let's say if somebody mounts me.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, now I think with the Israel-Iran thing, I think that was all Iran winking and nodding to the Brits, to the U.S., and to Israel and saying, we're going to shoot a bunch of stuff at you, and even ballistic missiles that are not loaded, that are duds, but we have to show that we're going to shoot a bunch of stuff your way, and we're going to tell you exactly when we're going to do it, and it's going to be the kind of missiles you guys can shoot out of the sky very easily.
Very interesting.
And it's going to be the ballistic missiles we're shooting, these big-time ballistic missiles. They're also not going to be armed, but you guys are going to shoot them out, so it looks really good for you. But we also, for our streets, look like we did our thing.
Yes.
And because, do you really think Iran would risk killing 100,000 Israelis? Look at me. Well, I'm saying, no, they wouldn't. So that was all a coordinated effort. That's my conspiracy.
That's very interesting, because I've had people say to me, why do you believe this missile launching attack?
Hey, can I ask you something?
A fake attack.
Favorite male porn star performers?
I love your mustache, and that should be in a porn. But do I have favorite male porn stars? Yes, it used to be Nacho.
Nacho.
Nacho was great.
Nacho.
People always go to Peter North. That's not my favorite. Nacho was awesome.
Oh my God, dude!
And of course,
what are you going back to VHS?
Yeah, and Rocco Siffredi. I don't watch porn anymore.
No, we've discussed him.
Yeah. Rocco is amazing. When Rocco's mother died, he tells a story.
Okay, weird story.
Yeah.
Do you consider Rocco's porn his work? Because Ryan was like, I haven't seen his work.
Oh, well, it is work.
Oh God,
it is work.
You're so fucking wrong.
Why? Who does he like?
He
I don't have a preferred dick in porn.
Obviously, I like Jason Love and all the blacked guys.
Yeah.
I mean, and what's the other guy's name? There's another guy.
Do you guys remember back in the
They're all
day,
great.
Wesley Pipes? Do you remember Wesley Pipes?
No, but do you remember Lexington Steele?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He was the first, guy to step up and do some.
Yeah,
some
realize
work.
your love of black men.
Well, I certainly remember my lady kind of going, "It's this big."
Hold on, you're watching porn with your lady?
Yeah.
Nice, Brian.
Brian,
you really are the best.
This is my old girlfriend when I was 33 years old.
Oh my God, what was that? The 70s?
It was literally
Unbelievable. Yeah. Brian, I have a conspiracy I want to run by you.
Please.
Do you find it crazy? Obviously, UFC 300, great success. I saw clips from your guys' companion, Lagre.
Oh, crazy knockout.
Okay.
How's Mayhem? Is he good?
The best.
Okay, so he's doing well. Do you find it crazy, Brian, that we're now starting to see this kind of resurgence of some of these old dogs that some people are like, we were talking about this yesterday. After everyone's like, oh man, is he done? Oh, and now USADA's gone.
You talking about who?
I'm talking about a lot of people.
We're talking about the bestial person who defeated Holly Holm, who is obviously on steroids.
I'm not even talking about her.
No,
I'm not talking about her.
No. Kayla Harrison's very, very different. First
I'm
of all,
not talking about her. I'm talking about. He's a great fighter, all-time great, Hall of Famer, love him. Max Holloway, who twice went up and lost both times.
Yeah, but they were very close. Max Holloway never missed a beat, and he should be at 155.
Max Holloway versus Dustin Poirier was not close, bro. That was a mass slaughter, and he was just a guy that never went down. And listen, as a Howley, I love that.
You're not
Hawaii.
You are a Howley.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No,
I love that guy.
I don't think Max.
Brian, just pin this conversation. Because people are going to start talking about this resurgence of guys who couldn't do anything.
Max's strength was never anything that would be. Max's endurance has always been that. His footwork has always been that. His boxing has always been that. His gameness has always been that. He broke Justin Gaethje's nose, which is in the first round, which is so hard to deal with it for 20 more minutes. You can't breathe. You can't see well. There's 1,000 things going on. You're protecting your nose. Everything about it is bad. And Max Holloway at 55 is big and a nightmare. And I didn't realize how big he was until I saw him next to Justin Gaethje. That's not. I don't think Max has ever been accused. Even if you look at his body, he's never been accused of steroid use because he doesn't have that kind of body.
You actually heard people going, yeah, a lot of people think he's done and he's the best he's ever been. I'm like, that's a weird thing in sports where everyone thinks the bottom's falling out and suddenly you're the best you've ever been.
But he never has been anything but amazing. Remember, with Volkanovski, who a lot of people, and I would consider one of the greatest ever, certainly at 45, but overall, Volkanovski is so good, I can't believe it. Max, you could argue, kind of might have even beaten him in I think the second fight, or maybe the first, but
it was very close.
But he's so good and has never been not so good.
He comes back to the show, and then we just talk about UFC 300
for
way too long.
Sorry.
Do you know the Rebe's name?
Which one?
Schweezer.
I don't.
Shmuley?
Not Shmuley. Not Shmuley. Schweezer.
What?
Do you remember that Muay Thai combo I taught you a couple days ago?
Yeah, but you didn't teach it to me. I know what it is.
No, I taught it to you.
All you did is step. You jump.
Dude, watch him. He'll hit your legs. You go check, and then you're walking weird.
He jumps to one side out of the pipe.
When he gets uncomfortable, he starts doing his Muay Thai.
And he's not even doing it well. I could show him. I didn't want to say anything. I know, but it's not. It's okay. You were doing something that was like anybody who saw that would adjust immediately.
Do you think that if we sparred, you would win?
Probably.
Really? You think so?
I think Dylan's a little more dangerous.
I think I'd light you up like a Christmas tree.
Because I think Dylan is autistic.
Look.
I think, this is a Kobe Bryant, Matt Barnes moment. None of that was terrifying at all, but I think that we should probably get this sanctioned by Joe and go to Joe's gym, and we should spar.
No. Because I'll get hurt doing something stupid like I did. I wrestled. I rolled with some 20-something-year-olds, and for 10 days I couldn't look left. So the problem is I can't. I got to be careful, especially sparring.
How's the baby?
Shit. The baby's great. All right, I got to go do my podcast. I love you guys.
Yeah.
And that was Brian Callen, and that's the end of the show.
That's good.
It's great. Thank you for
Brea Improv, April 19th, 20th, this weekend. Come see me.
How long am I doing?
I don't know.
10 at the most. Don't give him more than that.
All right, 10. You're going to do it. It's going to be great.
Okay, see you guys there. Fucking.
Oh, this dude?
This is what I wanted to get into.
Let's get into it real quick.